Hi guys, and welcome back to another day with our Junie B read aloud. We've been reading the chapter book, Junie B. Jones is Almost a Flower Girl. Now, if you remember a little bit from a couple chapters, we know that Junie B's Aunt Flo is getting married, and that Junie B went to school so excited, and she told her best friends Grace and Lucille about it, and they said that she should be the flower girl. So she goes home and she calls Aunt Flo. She tells her that she is going to be her flower girl. Only it didn't really turn out that great because Aunt Flo had already asked someone, her fiance's little sister, Bo, to be the flower girl. So Junie B hung up and she was very sad. And that's where we ended chapter 5. So today we're going to read chapters 6 and 7. And I hope that Junie B story can turn around a little bit. So let's get started. The rest of the day was not that enjoyable. I got in big trouble because Aunt Flo tattletaled to Grandpa Miller, and Grandpa Miller tattletaled to Daddy, and Daddy tattletaled to Mother. And Mother made a big issue of it at dinner. A big issue is a grown-up word for Mother keeps yelling and Melly, and she won't let the matter drop. It was wrong, Junie B. Jones, she said. It was wrong to disobey your grandfather, and it was wrong to invite yourself to be in Aunt Flo's wedding. I sat up a little straighter. Flo, I said, kind of soft. F-L-O spells flow. Mother sucked in her cheeks. Yes. Well, we're all thrilled that you're learning to spell, but this isn't about spelling, Junie B. This is about disobeying your grandfather. I hanged my head down. But I wanted to be a flower girl real bad, I said. I wanted to wear a long dress and show you I'm a grown-up lady. Mother did a frown. I'm sorry, but that's no excuse, she said. After that, I slumped way far over at the table. Only too bad for me, because my head got too close to my plate and my hair got gravy on it. I stared and I stared at my gravy hair. Today is actually not going that well, I said just to myself. Just then, the phone rang. Mother answered it. Oh no, it was Aunt Flo. She wanted to talk to me. Mother handed me the phone. I shook my head real fast. No, thank you. I don't actually care to speak to her at this time, I said. But Mother kept on shoving the phone at me, so I didn't have a choice. My insides felt shaky and nervous. Hello? Why, hello yourself, said Aunt Flo. Her voice sounded jolly. I'm sorry about what happened today, Junie B, she said, but I've got some good news for you. How would you like to be an alternate flower girl? Do you know what an alternate is? I shook my head no. An alternate is like a substitute, sort of, she said. Like if Bo gets sick and she can't be in the wedding, you will step in and be the flower girl. Do you understand, honey? Just then, I felt a little bit happier inside. I do, Aunt Flo, I do understand, I said. But wait, said Aunt Flo, I haven't even told you the best part yet. Because even if Bo doesn't get sick, we still want you to sit with the bridesmaids at the reception. How does that sound? My eyes got biggish and wideish. Perfect, it sounds perfect, I said real squealy. I jumped up and down from my chair. Hey, Aunt Flo, that means can I still wear a long dress, right? Who knows? Maybe Bo will even give me a couple of flower petals of my very own. I kept on getting happier and happier. Thank you, Aunt Flo. Thank you for making me the alternate flower girl, because this day has turned out happier than I thought. After that, I quick hanged up the phone and I zoomed all around the house like a rocket. Also, I did a cartwheel and I standed on my head, because now Mother will get to see what a grown-up lady I really, really am. Alrighty, that is the end of chapter 6. And we just found out that Junie B gets to wear a long dress and she gets to sit with all the bridesmaids at the reception. A reception is a party that people have after their wedding. And if Bo gets sick, then Junie B gets to step in. All right, chapter 7, Hope. Mother bought me a beautiful dress for the wedding. It had golden puffery sleeves and it came all the way to the floor. Also, she bought me fancy pantyhose with glimmery shimmers on them and brand new shiny gold shoes. I could not thank that woman enough. I thanked her the whole time I was in the store. Thank you, Mother, I said. Thank you for the beautiful dress. Thank you for the fancy pantyhose. And thank you for my shiny gold shoes. I smiled real big. Now all I need is my blue fake bunny fur cape and I will be all set. Mother shook her head. Oh, no, no way, she said. We've spent quite enough for one day. I looked and I looked at that woman because she has no fashion sense, apparently. Yes, but I have to have a blue fake bunny fur cape, Mother, I said. Lucille says a blue fur cape adds elegance to any outfit. Lucille says, Mother interrupted my words. Her voice sounded scary in my ear. I don't care what Lucille says, she grouched. No fur cape. I quick backed up from her. All right then, I said, kind of nervous. After that, I helped carry my bags to the car, and I behaved myself all the way home. And then I ran to the house with all my beautiful things, and I tried on my flower girl dress for Daddy. And guess what else? I walked all the way down the hall, and I didn't even trip. Here's a picture of Junie B in her new flower girl dress, showing it off. Daddy gave me a thumbs up. What a perfect flower girl you are, he said, real proud. Thank you, I said. Only I'm not the real flower girl. Remember, Daddy? I'm just the alternate. Just then, my shoulders dropped a teeny bit, and I didn't feel that happy anymore. Because at first, you're very glad to be the alternate, and after that, you're not. That night after dinner, Mother tucked me in bed real snug. She kissed me goodnight on my head. Yeah, only don't turn on my light yet, because I forgot to do something very important, I said. After that, I quick got out of bed again, and I looked out my window. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. I crossed my fingers for luck. Dear star, please make Bo sick for Aunt Flo's wedding. Love, your friend, Junie B. Jones. I hopped back in my bed. Mother's eyes got big and wide at me. Junie B., no, absolutely not, she said. We do not wish for people to get sick. You go back to that window and you change that wish right now. I raised my eyebrows at her. Yeah, only how can I change it? It already got sent, I explained. Fine, said Mother, then go back to the window and wish a nicer wish on top of that one. She snapped her fingers and pointed. Now, Junie B., I mean it. Got out of bed real slow. Then I walked to the window again, and I looked at the same star. Dear star, Mother says not to make Bo sick, and so maybe you could just give her like a head of lice and that's all. Thank you and good night. Mother shook her head. No, Junie B., she said. No, no, no. I did a mad breath. But head lice doesn't even hurt, Mother, I said back. Head lice just takes a little extra shampoo and that's all. But Mother kept on shaking her head, and she made me change my wish again. That was not very kind of Junie B. Okay, Star, never mind the whole dumb thing. Only now I won't be a flower girl for my whole entire life, probably, and so I hope my mother is happy. Amen. After that, I got in the bed, and Mother turned out my light. After she left, I did a sigh. Shoot, the lice idea was a beaut, I said real soft. Just then, my stuffed elephant named Philip Johnny Bob tapped on me. Don't feel bad, he said. You might still get to be a flower girl. Yeah, only how? I asked him. He thought and thought. Maybe Bo's daddy will be driving her to the wedding and their car will get stuck at the railroad crossing. And the train will be a million bajillion miles long, he said. I felt a little perkier at that idea. Hey, yeah, I said, or else maybe his car might get stuck in something else, like some ooey gooey mud or in a traffic jam or in a giant puddle of crazy glue, said Philip Johnny Bob. After that, me and him laughed and laughed. Then I hugged that guy very tight because he always gives me hope. Alrighty, guys, I think we have time for one more. This chapter is called A Little Tussle. Aunt Flo's wedding took forever to get here. I waited for my whole life practically. Then one day at breakfast, Mother told me a happy surprise. Well, tomorrow is the big day, she said. And so what do you know? My very first wedding was almost here. That night, I could hardly even sleep. I got up bright and early in the morning. Then Mother came in my room and she decorated my hair with green velvet ribbon and she helped me get dressed in my flower girl clothes. Pretty soon, a lady came to babysit for Ollie. Then me and Mother and Daddy got in our car and we rode to the church together. And guess what? There was a million bajillion people there already. I hurried up the steps and then I stood on my tippy toes and I looked all around for Bo. Where is she, Mother? Where is Bo? Is she sick? Do you think her car got stuck in crazy glue? I don't see her anywhere, and so maybe I'll be the flower girl after all. Here we have Junie B at the wedding, looking for Bo. Mother smoothed my hair very nice. Honey, I've already talked to Aunt Flo today, she said, and Bo is feeling fine. She's probably getting dressed with the bridesmaids. Mother smiled. Let's be happy for her, okay? I didn't say anything back. 'Cause what's to be happy about? That's what I'd like to know. After that, all of us went inside, and a man named Usher holding his arm out, and he walked Mother to her church seat. Me and Daddy followed them down the aisle. And guess what? I still didn't trim. 3 ladies smiled at me. I smiled back. Hello, ladies. See how good I am walking down this aisle? Too bad I'm not the flower girl, right? My voice sounded loud in the church. I like that kind of loud voice. After I got to my seat, I smoothed my dress very nice. And guess who I saw? I saw my Grandma Helen Miller. She was sitting right in front of me. I tapped her on the head. Grandma Miller, it's me. It's your grand girl, Junie B. Jones. Look how grown up I'm being, Helen. Then Grandma smiled and winked. And she said, don't call her Helen. And after that, the organ started to play real loud. And everybody stood up. And then all of us looked at the back of the church. And what do you know? I saw Bo. She was walking right down the aisle, and she was throwing pink flower petals on the floor. It looked like fun, I tell ya. My heart got pumpy and poundy inside, because Bo was coming in my direction. And so that's how come a great idea popped into my head. And it's called, hey, maybe Bo wouldn't mind if I took 1 or 2 of her petals out of her basket and threw them, because that would be fair of her, I think. Bo kept getting closer and closer and closer. And then all of a sudden, she was right next to me. I quick reached for her flower basket. No, shouted Bo. Yes, I shouted back. And then I tried to take some petals out of her basket, but Bo pulled it away from me. And so that's how come I had to pull it right back again. And then me and her got in a little tussle. Uh-oh. Her and Junie B and Bo are definitely fighting over the flower petals. I don't think it was right for Junie B to reach and try to take her basket. Little tussle is a grown-up word for how come she just won't let go of the darn thing. Then, all of a sudden, my mother reached over and she pulled my hands right out of the basket. Her face was steamy mad. Oh, I did a gulp. Hello, how are you today? I said, kind of shaky. I am fine, only I just wanted 2 little petals, but that plan did not work out apparently, and so now I will just behave myself for the rest of the wedding, I think. After that, I smoothed my skirt, I fluffed my hair, and I acted like my best grown-up lady. Alrighty, guys, that's where we're going to end today, and what a wild ride. I cannot believe that Junie B tried to take Bo's basket of flowers. That was not the best. Alrighty, guys, tomorrow we're going to finish our story. We're going to read our last 2 chapters and see what happens if Junie B is allowed to stay at the wedding. I think if I was Junie B, my mother would have made me go home. But we'll have to see what happens. Alrighty, guys, thank you for reading with me again today, and I can't wait to read to you guys soon. Bye. Have a wonderful day.